Seed retention is one of the most powerful things that a man can ever practice in probably his entire life. And I know it's easier said than done, because we now live in a world where dirty content online is very easy to access, while women have gotten incredibly pickier with their partners. Before social media existed, it was pretty easy to go and talk to a girl. But now that we have so much easier access to fulfill such desires, the want to go talk to a girl in real life has decreased quite a bit in modern men. If a man can't get a girl in real life, well, he can just open a dirty website and rub one out. And the absolute worst of them would even pay to see a girl naked. But only when a man preserves the seed energy inside himself, he realizes the natural way of fulfilling such desires, and that is to get a woman. Now, what exactly happens when you retain your seed? Well, when a man preserves the seed energy inside himself, he realizes his true potential. A man achieves self-sufficiency when he avoids the conveniences of modern society and instead accepts obstacles in his path like resisting his impulses, taking cold showers, intermittent fasting, and voluntary celibacy. He has to learn to rely only on himself, so he is no longer dependent on others. A man's body and psyche change after he has mastered self-sufficiency and entered self-management mode. A guy who engages in seed retention repairs the androgen receptors in his brain, which causes his body to create more testosterone. His confidence grows as he begins to feel more manly. His hair also becomes better, and his skin starts to shine. But how can a guy get such strength? How can he become self-sufficient so he can reap all the benefits? A man does all of this by engaging in seed retention. The masculine energy, that is your seed, doesn't go down the drain when you practice seed retention and instead provides you with strength you need to achieve self-sufficiency. A man who practices seed retention is superior to all other simps and beta men because he is driven by his goals and is ambitious. You have all you need to excel beyond the competition if you retain your seed. Your body's testosterone levels begin to normalize when your androgen receptors return to normal following retention. Your muscles will get stronger as your testosterone levels rise. Compared to before you become a retainer, you'll find it simpler to gain muscle. The restored neurons and receptors will also help you to begin feeling more self-assured. Additionally, seed retention has a major healing impact because in addition to building power, it also helps men return to their natural masculine selves. There are 4 distinct components to the restorative nature of seed retention. Let's talk about them one by one. The first and most obvious one is the physical aspect, so let's talk about that. When we talk about seed retention, we're referring to things like dirty content and finding satisfaction from them. And I'm aware that for the majority of individuals in society, watching dirty content is considerably more common than having close relationships with women. Therefore, it is often the main cause of seed energy waste. This addiction is the first thing a guy needs to liberate himself from if he wants to escape the constraints that bind him. There are several reasons why this filthy content is harmful for your health. One of which is that it raises your body's levels of the stress hormone cortisol, which works directly against testosterone. There is less testosterone in your body the more cortisol there is. Additionally, cortisol causes increased lethargic behavior and a lack of self-care. The mental aspect of seed retention is what we'll focus on next. You might become mentally affected by seeing filthy things all the time. When you engulf in degenerative behavior repeatedly, your brain becomes fogged. You become anxious, unhappy, and even less inspired to accomplish anything as a result of this brain fog. Additionally, because of your mind's complacency with what is taking on as a result of your addiction, you are unable to heal yourself. However, you will begin to feel more like yourself as soon as you stop and begin to practice seed retention. You'll notice that your thoughts are a lot clearer, and you'll also experience an uptick in your outlook on life. The online dirty content also has an emotional impact on your mind. Many people use it as a coping technique. Like, let's think about a typical teen. Whether he fails an exam, he's dumped, or something negative occurs, they'll cope with that stress by switching on a dirty film. He flees to such content for solace rather of truly dealing with the issue. However, since the tension will return as soon as you're done, this is only a temporary fix. So giving up on this habit is another way to mature from a boy to a man. Because only a mature guy can confront his issues head-on rather than seeking for quick satisfaction. Let's now discuss the spiritual side of seed retention. For a man to achieve greatness, he needs to have a higher purpose in life, something that is greater than this world. But when you engulf in these degenerative acts, you commit the sin of lust. This ruins your relationship with God and drives you further away from the divine.
That was it for this video. Be sure to hit subscribe and take a look at the other videos on the channel. Like the video too, as it can help the video reach more men looking for a purpose and direction in life.